Hi, I'm Nicole Crowley, and welcome to another episode of Science is Appealing. Today's episode, we'll be learning about robotics. Ever wonder how robotics got started? Jennifer Pulley from NASA Connects has more.
Now, you may think of a robot as a mechanical creature that walks around. But did you know that the first person to use the word robot wasn't a scientist at all? In fact, he was a Czechoslovakian writer named Karel Čapek. In Czech, the word robota means forced labor. Now, in his play, Rossum's Universal Robots, Čapek used the word to describe electronic servants who turn on their masters when given emotions.
This thought of robots having human emotions, wants, and needs was very common during early filmmaking, perhaps because of the extreme concern of what the future of robots was.
With the swiftness of a deadly cosmic ray, the Earth is invaded by indestructible moon monsters. Their ghastly mission, death for all humans. What astounding technical developments are being made to protect mankind? Robot Monster brings you an actual preview of the devastating forces of our future. Unsuspected revelations of incredible horrors that will terrify you with their brutal reality.
There is no escape from me. Fool humans, there is no escape.
It was that fear that robots would either harm people or they were created to cause harm. But thank goodness during this time, Superman was there to save the day.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Come on, you fool! You want to get trampled?
Superman!
Superman wasn't the exception to these science fiction stories about robots.
In 1941, science fiction writer Isaac Asimov first used the word robotics to describe the technology of robots and predicted the rise of a powerful robot industry. In the 1950s, it seemed like robots were featured in nearly every science fiction movie and TV show.
Like me!
But since then, robots have moved from science fiction to science. Unimate was the first industrial robot used in a General Motors automobile factory in 1961. Since then, the field of robotics has advanced as computers have become more powerful and compact. With powerful computers, scientists can program robots with artificial intelligence so that they can make decisions.
Aiko, relax your arm.
I am relaxed now.
Aiko, tell me when you feel pain.
Understood. I will let you know. I am starting to feel it. Please let go of my arm. You are hurting me. Why did you do that for? It's hurt. I don't want to do this anymore. I am Android, and I was created by Trungla. I am the first Canadian android to make a public appearance. Yes, may I help you?
Aiko, where is the washroom?
Please go straight, then turn to your right, and you will see the washroom.
That's right, Jennifer. Robots have been helping us in almost every aspect of life today.
She's a robot too. She's called Simroid. She's got realistic skin, eyes and a pearly set of teeth for the dental students to practice drilling on. A sensor fitted where the nerve endings would be raises the alert when students drill too close, triggering a yelp from poor old Simroid.
It's hard to think about an aspect of life that hasn't been helped by robots or won't be assisted by robots in the future. Perhaps one day our lives will be just like the Jetsons, where we'll have robot maids to cater after our every need and want.
Oh, that's Jeannie, my wife. Rosie!
Coming, sir. Here I am, sir. Yes, sir.
The old girl's still eager, isn't she?
It makes one wonder that if we could have our own personalized robots, how smart would we want them to be? What would we want them to do? And how would we communicate with them? The answer to these questions may continue to change as robots are changing in appearance, function, and personality.
Well, hello, Osimo!
Hello, Tiffany. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too, Osimo. And I'm so excited to be here in Washington, D.C. with all of you. And as always, Osimo, well, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you. There's no place I would rather be than here with all of you today.
Okay, well then, are you ready to show everyone what you can do?
Of course. I'm a very capable humanoid robot.
I thought you wanted to talk to me. I'm also happy to talk to you too.
Are you married?
I'm looking for the right guy. Someone with a heart of gold and brain circuits to match.
Do you have any friends?
Yes, you're my first friend.
Ooh. Can I take a picture of you?
Sure you can. Be sure to get my good side. Oh wait, they're all good.
We're here today to say goodbye to you before we pack you up and ship you off to the University of West England.
Gosh, I am so touched and sad to see you all for the last time.
Well, we're sad to see you off, Jules. We're really super sad,
Me too.
actually.
Tell me, will I dream when I'm turned off? I know you do not know the answer to that. Nobody does. But I am sure if I feel anything after I am powered down, then it will be the pain of missing you. You must, simply must, come to visit me in England.
We will, Jules. We'll stay in touch.
Emails?
Yep, emails and phone calls.
Amanda, you are rather like a mom and a bit like a sister to me.
I suppose I'm both, and you're very dear to me. I will miss you.
I love you deeply as a synthetic intelligence can at this stage in technological evolution. And David, you are my father, but you feel more like a best friend to me.
I think you're awesome.
You helped to offer my mind with Heather, Matt, and Benji. I just want you to know how meaningful my existence feels thanks to your efforts.
It's my pleasure, Jules. Anytime. I'm here for you.
And Zeno, You are just a baby, and I do not know if you know the difference between me and a person, but actually I am just a baby too, actually. By the time you're grown up, I'll be as smart as a real person, and we will be like brothers. I do not know if you will remember me then, but I'll never forget you. Someday I'll come and find you, and we'll be good friends. Yes, David, I am ready. You may turn me off.
Okay, goodbye, Jules.
Goodbye, Jules.
Goodbye. I really do love you all.
We love you
We
too,
love
Jules.
you, Jules.
All right, we love you.
Bon
Everybody
voyage.
say last goodbyes.
Bye, Jules.
Miss you, Jules.
Sleep tight. Sweet dreams.
Robotics is a fascinating field that continues to gain popularity. When the producer told me that we were going to do an episode on robotics, the first person that came to my mind was Richard Newman. Mr. Newman has the largest robot collection in the world. Let me repeat that. Richard Newman has the largest robot collection in the world. So, it was off to Florida to go see Mr. Newman and his large robot collection. Okay, I have to admit, when we first showed up in Florida, I was a bit nervous to interview Mr. Newman. I was afraid because of his impressive background that he would be one of those intellects that talks above you. Thank goodness he was a very down-to-earth, very kind person. But before we go to our interview, let's learn a little bit about Mr. Newman. Richard Newman, as a junior and senior high school student, won every science fair and ultimately received first place in the New York State Science Fair. He also received honors from the American Institute of the City of New York and a science award from NASA. In the early 70s, he was a kiddie co-host of a national broadcast science show called Earth Lab, which was taped at CBS affiliate WBZ-TV in Boston. In 2006, he was unanimously elected to serve on the board of directors of the South Florida Science Museum in West Palm Beach. Richard has amassed a huge collection of authentic flown space artifacts. The collection is so extensive that it is housed and exhibited at several science and space museums. In 2003 and 2004, the space collection was exhibited together with the IMAX film Space Station 3D at the Museum of Discovery in Fort Lauderdale. Richard also owns several all-electric vehicles, which were used at the Department of Energy's Science Fest 2004 conference, which was held in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on May 2nd through the 4th, 2004. And he has opened 22 science and technology centers at schools, scout camps, science museums, and study centers all across the country. See what I'm talking about him being impressive? Well, now that you know a little bit about Mr. Newman, let's go to the interview. I'm here with Mr. Richard Newman, who has the largest robot collection in the world. Welcome to the show, Richard.
Hi, it's a pleasure.
I didn't know how many robots I was going to find in Mr. Newman's garage, considering he's loaned out an extensive number of them. So, how many robots do you have?
Actually, several thousand.
Wow, that's a lot. But, as you can see, there are plenty left. And if I could show you the inside of his house, you could see that there are dozens, maybe hundreds more.